5 years ago, I went to the Czech Republic. You're from Czech? Okay. Well, I stayed there for a couple of days in Prague. And I went to the oldest club in Prague. And I met two middle-aged rich men. And we were talking. And one of them leaned in and told me, hey man, if you go to the top floor of this club, you will find prostitutes there. We went there yesterday, and we had two 15-year-old prostitutes, and we paid 20 euros per shot. Now, I can see from your faces, some of you are unfamiliar with what that means. So prostitutes, sometimes they charge by the hour. Other times they charge by shot, come shot. You come once, you pay X amount of money. You come twice that much. Okay? Back to the story. So, two middle-aged men having their way with 15-year-old girls who had to sell their bodies to make a living in one of the most established clubs in the capital city of Czech Republic. And when I heard that coming out of their mouth, I was so disgusted. I was so angry because I have to pay 50 the other night. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's not true. I actually paid 60 euros. But let's talk serious for a moment. Prostitution is a very peculiar profession, you see. For 90 or maybe 95% of jobs out there, you get paid by the hour, right? Or the amount of time that you put in. But for prostitution, somehow it is possible to be paid according to the number of times a guy come on your face. Or your tits, or wherever you like it. Now, that's, to me, is a really strange way to put value on yourself. According to the number of times a guy come on your face. That's a very strange way to value yourself. For example, if you go up and say like a construction worker and ask, hey, how much did you earn today? And he said, well, I work 8 hours. 8 times multiplied by the amount of money I earn per hour. That's what I get. That's how much I work. But if you go to a prostitute, how much did you earn today? She might say, today, my net worth has increased by the equivalent of 5 guys coming on my face. 5 disgusting, old, ugly men. That's exactly how much I'm worth. And that's a very strange thing to me. Speaking of net worth, Jeff Bezos has a net worth of $200 billion. That's a disgusting amount of money for one man to have. Now, if you imagine Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, by the way. Jeff Bezos, if he was a 15-year-old prostitute from Czech Republic, if he was that guy, and tomorrow, every single human on earth decided to come on his face, child, old people, stage 3 cancer people with a bald head and a micro penis, doesn't matter. If all 8 billion people come on his face and pay $20 each, he would drown. Mainly from the Chinese and the Indian people. That's how he would die. But more importantly, right? He would still have $40 billion less than what he would have today. So my point is that Jeff Bezos is worth more than 8 billion comes on the face. That's the truth. It's true. Now I don't know what to do with that information, but it's true. All right, thank you. That's all.